Alright, time to scoot out of here. Pun intended.
Hello. Well, I'm often busy, as you can see. Currently, I'm racing down a jungle road to a meeting point so I can set off for some fieldwork. Why, you might ask? That's because I'm doing research, you silly goose. See, I've been in Taiwan for about 2 weeks helping out a mate with their PhD. In exchange, they might give me some of their precious time and help me with my PhD. It's the only resource we can trade each other. Time. So if you're up for it, and have some precious time to lend yourself, sit back, grab a snack, maybe subscribe if you're a really cool person, and watch me suffer and sweat through the jungle. And side note, yes, the bike is too small for me, and yes, I'm scared I'm gonna stack it because my knees stop me from turning, and yes, I'll shut up now. Okay, also, if you see me in like multiple sets of clothes, I'm not a wizard. I just change clothes. So, continuity error avoided. Thank you.
Ah yes, back to where I belong. The back of a truck like a dog.
There are only 2 seats in the front of the truck. Guess which one I get. If you guessed neither, you would be correct. I get to sit in the back of the truck every time. Now this is both a good thing and a bad thing. It's a great thing because I get to see everything. It's amazing. You get the best view constantly, like all the time. But the bad thing is, it's like someone has a screwdriver just kind of like twisting it around in your asshole, and also your spinal cord at the same time. So, you know, 10 out of 10 comfort. But look, a paper towel would be probably more suffice than the metal tray I'm sitting on. But the views are good, you know, you got that.
Which way? Abandoned road 1 or 2? Power cables? Interesting thing to see in the bush. So this side is actually a plantation for what?
Actually, mahogany.
Oh, like plantation for wood. So this site is a no-go.
Yeah.
Well, back we go. So you're telling me if one of those landed on your head, you wouldn't be a little bit concerned?
I would.
Ah, you would be concerned. So I think I've had about 100 million spiders on me so far, and they've been okay. But I think one roughly the size of my palm would freak me out a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little.
So when we go down to a site, we actually don't know what the site sometimes looks like because we haven't been there before. So you get there and lo and behold, it's a shithole and you can't do anything in it, or it was not what it said it was, or someone's decided to plant a crop there even though they weren't originally going to. So we have to change sites a fair bit to, you know, that wastes a lot of time, but it is what it is, and I guess you get to see more sites. That's maybe the cool part, but yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass.
Hopefully this site is the one. Master has awarded me with a snack break. How lucky, how gracious am I? And of course we keep our snacks with our GoPro. An apple. Okay, 3-minute break over. Alright, it's photo time. Jen, I've been aiming the camera towards the ground, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
To explain what I'm doing here is actually pretty simple. I'm taking photos of the sky, just in a replicatable way. Specifically, the camera is always facing at the same height, 1.3 meters in this case, which is about my belly button kind of height. It's facing the same direction, which I use a compass, and it's completely level, which, no shocker, I use a level. This is actually really fiddly, and it kind of you want to rip your hands off. It's just a pain in the ass. Like, nothing seems to line up, and as soon as you change one thing, another thing falls apart. Pain in my ass. Oh, I see. You want to know why I'm doing this, though? Okay. Well, I want to know how much of the trees are blocking out of the sky, so I can take a photo aimed at the tree canopy, and however much of the sky is blocked out gives me a percentage canopy cover. This information can tell you a lot about the forest composition, and combined with some other forest features and variables, it gives you a lot of other information as well. But I won't get into that yet, as I'm boring myself still speaking, so yeah.
I know that this place has been struck by the typhoon. A lot of
Really wild thing to point out, but look at my hand go. Like, I'm grabbing like a million and one things. Those little digits are having fun, and you can see it firsthand through Mr. Hand's perspective. And look, I'll leave you with the hand cam because you might not think it's cool, but I think it's really cool. You know, seeing those little fingies, man, they're just having fun, you know? Just look at them go.
This is not rest. Going for a 3-hour drive, a 2-hour up hike, and then an hour and a half back hike. Mind you, the 2 hours is up.
Yeah, for real.
No, not resting.
It's like gaining 600 meters in elevation.
No, I don't want. That's not resting.
It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see.
What do you think we already do every day? I don't want you hiking on the day off.
When doing fieldwork in Taiwan, I get hungry. And when I mean hungry, I don't mean normal hunger. I mean ravenous, like I'm gonna eat a small child if they look at me wrong. And it's a problem because I've noticed they don't have morning tea. No smoko. Like at about like 10, 11, my body is like, I need food now or I'm gonna combust. And they don't do that. So by the time lunch hits, it's already too late for me. The apple that I ate earlier? Nah, not enough. I'm already dying, basically. So the 15 to 20 dumplings that I eat, yeah, I seem to eat like 2 to 3 times more food than the average Taiwanese person, which is just crazy. Yeah, it's just not enough food to support me. So this next site, I barely do any filming because I feel like I'm gonna throw up because I've got a massive migraine because I'm functioning on about 4.5 brain cells. So yeah, that's why there's a bit of a time skip in a minute.
This should be the absolute easiest site. We'll do full stop. There's usually a road that goes into the middle of it. And I don't know if you can tell, there's basically no trees. So that means marking trees at the end, coarse woody debris will be super quick. So I'm excited for that. Never thought I'd thank John Cena for anything specifically, but thank you, John Cena, for making sure I understand what the word ice cream is. If you know, you know. Also, fun fact, been chilling. I'm not saying it correctly, obviously, but that's ice cream. And then in New Zealand, they call their eskies, or their cooler box, you might call it, something you put ice in to keep things cold, like drinks. That's called a chili bin. So, I don't know, that seems kind of suspicious. To get through an environment like this, even though it looks like grass, I don't know if you can hear that. They're like razors, like they'll just slice you in half. You can kind of see it if you look really closely. But see that like light little layer of fuzz on the outer edge? They're all like little blades and they cut and slice you and oh my god, they hurt. So to just get through like a grassland, you just have to be in long sleeves. And it still hurts though. I was just saying how the plant I hate the most is yellow flower, white petals. And it's everywhere. Leaves all these little prickles all over me. I hate it.
I don't know if it's apparent, because I think it's pretty apparent, but I'm basically a husk of a human being right now. I'm dying, and it's, God, the end of the day can't come any sooner. Field work, you do about 7 hours of walking up hills in the jungle, and I don't mean just up a hill in a jungle, I mean up a hill in a jungle in the humidity and all the other features that make it lovely. Now, it's all worth it every single time, but you can tell that I am done. And the only thing that actually brings me back every single time, now it's a little secret of mine, but it's ice cream. Yeah. No, ice cream is phenomenal. I love ice cream at the end of the day. It just makes you feel better. Look, maybe if you're not lactose intolerant, I think it would not make you feel too good, but for me, it's a wonder.
Time for some binge chilling. So tired, it hurts. I may have drunk 2 litres or 3 litres today, but I think I perspired about 1 litre out of my armpits. Roses are over there. Maybe they don't care that I'm standing on the back of a truck. Alright, ice cream time. Shit, yeah. Who's enjoying his ice cream? We got another Terra and a Chucky. Does it taste like chocolate?
Yeah, very bad quality chocolate.
That's the one. That's what we like. And I'm going to eat a weird fucking plant. Apparently it sucks ass.
Not worth the calories. It disappeared. In good distance.
I can see your brain is functioning at about the same rate as mine right now. Oh, struth. No more hole 1 day later. Oh, never mind, it was just a different hole.
So the site that we've just arrived at now is obviously a grass site, and this means it's been abandoned anywhere between 2 to 7 years ago, so it's a relatively recently abandoned farmland. But the grass is like 4 meters tall in some spots. And this is not your like golf course or oval grass. It is the one that wants to kill you. It is all razor blades. Like, if you're not wearing long sleeves, you're not going to have arms at the end either, or legs, or a body. You're just going to be shredded. It is the sharpest thing ever, and it's twice my height. It's really cool to walk through, but also very violent.
This is where you belong.
In the grasslands. I actually applied for a grassland ecologist role just before taking on the PhD. No. Shocker. They let me into a PhD, but not a grassland ecologist role. Interesting. Arrested succession.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening here, potentially. Effectively, because the grass is so thick that even a seedling from a tree on like an outer edge can't propagate in here and can't grow, so it just keeps being a grassland. Even though normally this would turn back into a forest after a while. But I don't think it's going to.
So what happens is when does this situation happen is if the seeds of these grass is available nearby, because they quickly colonize. So in areas where there's less of these seeds, then there'll be other kinds of grass to colonize first.
I see.
Like the ones we went yesterday. So
yeah.
Probably in that area around the borders, there weren't these grasses.
So it has to be the really tall grass seed species that has to come in
First.
quickly and take over before something else. Like eventually, I know you can see there's a tree inverted. Oh, it hurts my brain. Just around there. That might. That's
another one.
Germinate a couple seeds over time. But instead of this turning into a forest in maybe like starting to become a forest in like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, it's probably going to take like 12 or 20.
You see, those are the exact same species we recorded yesterday in our grassland site, but they were just
scattered.
Very short. They were less than 50 centimeters or less than a meter tall.
And far and few between in comparison to the dense masses. Like, look how thick that is.
So like this kind of tree, it could grow like that in 3 years. So it's very typical. This must have been there. It was lucky, one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, won the lotto. It gets to be alone forever. All right, let's look at another prickly, violent tree because they're everywhere. Look at this. That is terrible. And get this right, even the leaves are covered in prickles. Imagine breaking your fall and grabbing onto one of these. I think the most interesting thing about Taiwan so far is the infrastructure. In Australia, when we need to get to somewhere new that a lot of people don't go to, we make a dirt road. In Taiwan, they make industrial roads. They're just everywhere. Everywhere you can think of. And it doesn't matter even if they're going to be used for that long, they just make them. Industrialization in Taiwan is so much more effective. You'd go through like a 10-kilometer area and there'd be like 50 excavators digging. Don't know what, but they're always doing something. And that leads to a bunch of abandoned areas. So here we have abandoned roads. Like the one we just walked up, it just disappears into the bush. It's crazy. And they're everywhere, like absolutely everywhere. You'll be walking along in the bush and then you look down and then there's a road. It's like, what? Like we've been walking for like a kilometer and now there's a road. It's very strange. But then, even in all of this, sometimes, just sometimes, we'll have some people living here. All these little villages and towns have just been abandoned. All farmers vacated because their children don't want to take over. All the houses. In another 10 years, everything will be gone. Infrastructure everywhere. Like, there's a bridge here. Bridges aren't cheap. It's pretty sad to see everything like this. I guess that's just how it is sometimes. Even this place is actually abandoned too. It's all collapsed in and growing. I thought there's people here, but no. Oh. So this is what it looks like if that other site was about 10 years into the future. Like a bit more trees around, but still grass everywhere.
I found you!
Hello, friend.
Cheers.
Give me the green.
Okay, for context, we are just placing green strings across our sites to separate the site into different segments, and we do this for all the sites, but when they're grassy sites like this, believe it or not, you actually can't see from one end to the other, which is fantastic for us. So we have to work in like a tandem team and like pass it to each other. It's just grouse.
30 meters. Yay! Uh-huh. Pass us the string of justice. 20.
Patrick? Patrick?
Oh my god! We put this thing in there. No? There. I deduce that it's not where you're standing.
He says he's going to climb a beetle nut tree.
He says a lot of things. I didn't say I couldn't use two.
No, you didn't. You look like a stupid monkey.
Yeah, if I saw a monkey struggle that much to get up a tree, I would think it's stupid too.
Won't you take me to? Won't you take me to? That perfect.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Look at me. I'm still having fun. Having just a lovely time. And I'm going to keep having a great time. So if you want to keep seeing me having a great time and seeing what I get up to, subscribe, comment, like, lick the monitor or your TV screen. Doesn't bother me. But any support is appreciated. So I'll, I guess, see you around. Cheers.